Hi, my name is Erica Williams. This is my second post. I posted yesterday to raise awareness about fibromyalgia, and I wanted to do a video journal of the different things I try and the things that I'm interested in. I wanted to share them with those of you that it might help out there. So today I felt pretty good. I got up, cleaned my whole house, which felt really great because I haven't been able to do that in about 6 weeks, and was able to do like a great thorough clean and vacuum everywhere and clean the bathrooms and such and such. So that was great, and my son helped me. My daughter's staying with her grandma right now and is enjoying her time over there, so it was just my little 2-year-old with me helping me pick up things because sometimes it can be hard to bend over, so it's great to make it a fun game for him to help me pick things up and see how fast he can do it. So that was fun today. I was able to find a babysitter last minute. I had an appointment and thought I had one person set to babysit for me, and that didn't happen. And luckily, a young woman I know was able to come over and watch my son while I went and met with my doctor's wife, who is a mind-body practitioner, and she does zero balancing, which I'd never heard of. And I was really excited to find out that there is somebody that does energy work and deals with the mind-body connection. So I went to the appointment and I was kind of apprehensive because the body work I do, you definitely use pressure, or unless you're doing cranials, and it's a nickel's worth of pressure. And I've never been a big fan of traditional cranial because I like to know that my body's being related to. And so, you know, hearing about somebody just holding a spot for a few minutes and then going to another spot, I was kind of skeptical. However, after an hour and a half, my body had no more pain. My muscles completely released, and I've never seen that happen for me as a client on a table. I've seen it happen with other people that I've worked on, but I've never had that particular experience myself as a client. So I thought that was absolutely amazing to get off the table and not feel like I'm wearing a lead vest, because sometimes your muscles feel weighted down. And I just was completely amazed. It was a little bit different than what I do because it deals with meridians, which is traditionally Chinese medicine, and where my work comes from is it's Ayurvedic medicine, which is from India. So we're kind of, different genres of work. However, it's just fascinating how it works, and I thought that was completely amazing. So, people that have fibro out there, or if you know of somebody, I definitely suggest giving it a try. For me, I'm always willing to try something once, and the fact that this brought such relief is a miracle, and I can't ask for anything more than that. So it's great to find, it's so important to find somebody you trust. And the fact that, my fibromyalgia doctor, his wife, does this work is amazing. So she sees it a lot and he refers people to her, and she knows what she's dealing with. So I'm more trusting of somebody that has somewhat of a background in it. The next thing I'm going to be trying, so for Mother's Day, I asked for a Blendtec. It's the first appliance I've ever asked for Mother's Day, and probably the last. I mean, it's pretty expensive, so I couldn't justify saying, oh, I'm just going to buy it because it's a Tuesday. I had to make it about Mother's Day. So I'm going to be doing the Green Smoothie Girl diet, and I've looked up information about it in regards to pain management, and it definitely has an effect. And if you're putting live foods in your body, I'm sure it's going to help release some things. Because I don't believe that fibro is just treated on a medication level or just, some body work. It's the whole thing. Like, all the chakras are being affected from your root to your crown chakra. So you have to go through the steps. So root chakra has to do with our physical body. Then you move up to the water chakra, and that relates to emotions and our regenerative organs. And then you have the fire chakra, which is the next in line, and that has to do with the solar plexus and your fire digestion. And then the next one is your heart chakra, which is to do with breathing, and it's where the spiritual chakras meet the carnal ones. And then you have your throat chakra, which has to do with finding your voice. And then you have your third eye, which has to do with your intuition and seeing things for what they are. Your crown chakra relates to Heavenly Father. So if we have this whole complex system, obviously we have to address each one. And so that has been something I've been working on. So I'm going to the diet, and I've been doing I've also bought the books Heal Your Life by Louise Hayes and the workbook. And then I have the Tao of Pooh Bear, and I've been reading those things. And one of the homework assignments, so this is where I deal with the emotional part for myself, in the Louise Hayes book, is doing mirror work. And I'm sure you guys noticed, like, my first video, I didn't really know where to put my eyes, because when you're making a video, you can see yourself talking. And I don't really spend a whole lot of time in the mirror because it's kind of awkward. And when I did the mirror work this past weekend, it's where you face the mirror, you put your hands down, which I am totally famous for talking with my hands. So you put your hands down at your side. You don't put them in front, you don't shrug, you just want to be relaxed and facing yourself. And it's best to have like a full length mirror so you can watch all your body language. And then you connect with the eyes. You have to look like you are looking at, to me, I had to think of my son. I look at him in the eyes, I'm not embarrassed. I feel the connection between us or my daughter, and I had to pretend I was looking at one of my children, because for me it's very awkward to look at myself because I don't look the way I'd like to look. And then when you finally have that connection with yourself, you say, I love and accept you for who you are. And you say it over and over again until you find that connection. And for me, unfortunately, I'd broken out in cysts all along here, and I have a history of cystic acne going back to like high school. And that's when my eye contact with people like really began to be affected. I couldn't look people in the face because I was so embarrassed by my reflection. You know, I felt like I was Medusa or something. Like, if anybody looked at the ugliness, they might turn to stone. So when I was doing the activity, I hadn't really thought about my cystic acne. When I do my makeup, I have a mirror that's like this big, and I do my eyeshadow, and then I lower it to the lower part and look at my lips, and I do that. But I never like look at my full face, and I never connect with my own eyes. And when I was trying to tell myself that I loved and accepted myself as I was, I began to bawl like a baby. And it was like uncontrollable, all those pent up feelings, like, because you're looking at your whole self, and, the cystic acne and the weight gain. Like, I don't look the way I'd like to look, and I wasn't accepting myself as I was. And it brought to the forefront of how I feel when I'm in public. Not only do I have this invisible disease that makes me feel like I'm curling up in a ball, but I also have like scar tissue from acne and all these other things, and it's hard. So I think it's definitely been a good experience for me to work on my self-esteem and doing these mirror exercises, as painful as they are. At least I'm addressing the emotional issues that I have with my own self beyond the fibromyalgia. And I think that other people will find out there that we all have this, whether you have fibromyalgia or if you look like Barbie, you have insecurities. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, but that's part of the reason we're here, is to overcome our shortcomings. So that's my post for tonight. I'm getting ready to work on a client, and I'm excited because working on other people and holding space for them helps me be a healthier person. I think it's so important for people to know that just because you're a practitioner or you're a parent or you're a teacher or whatever, we all have to get our own work done. So whoever's taking care of you, they should be getting their own work done. And I think sometimes we think therapists or practitioners or doctors are absolutely perfect and that they don't have shortcomings or they shouldn't have to work on themselves, but that is a falsehood. Nobody is perfect. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can accept our own imperfections and work through them. So this is my second post. I suggest you try zero balancing, read the Tao of Pooh, and try the Heal Your Life book series, or the book and then the workbook companion by Louise Hay. I think it's wonderful and uplifting. And that's all I have for today. And I will let you know how the green smoothie girl diet goes for me, because I am super excited to be trying it. So look forward to hearing from people and keep your heads up. Things get better.